Now I want to talk on why former Vice President Atiku Abubakar was very close to grabbing power but missed it. Why Atiku Abubakar almost got it and why he and his party missed it. Now, is Atiku Abubakar not destined to be a Nigeria president? It was the then APC chairman that said Atiku Abubakar is not destined to be the president of Nigeria. This was made immediately after the announcement of the winner of the 2019 presidential election. But can such words have any meaning beyond how it has been spoken, and can they be proven wrong or right? Is there a defeater if such is the belief of other persons? In other words, can such words prevail should there be factors that can make them prevail, and can they be averted should there be factors that can make them to be of no effect or power? And come to think of it, what really happened to be the main reason why Atiku Abubakar missed the presidency in 2019? A time that was very okay and suitable for him to grab it. I shall be telling you why. Now, lest the title of this talk be misunderstood, the title of this talk is Fight to Power, How to Fight and How Not to Fight. And I like to use the 2019 presidential race as a textbook example on how not to fight. And this is an open message to former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the People's Democratic Party, his party. Now, I want to say this with a feeling of disappointment that PDP and its presidential candidate in 2019 never fought as true astute fighters, because astute fighters don't often lose golden opportunity, especially not the way the PDP and Atiku lost in the 2019 presidential race. I mean, just because of lack of ideas and lack of the suitable characters. Such caused them to lose the presidency in 2019. True fighters don't only have good ideas, but they are astute as to execute good ideas. As such is one of the excellent attributes in them, so as never to be taken unaware. Unfortunately, this is the principal thing that can be proven that Atiku and PDP never showed they had for the 2019 presidential race. I say this with every sense of modesty and with extreme regard for both the PDP and His Excellency Atiku Abubakar. And I want to say that I mean well for them. For bringing up this admonition towards them, I really mean well for them. Nature has never presented to Atiku such an opportunity to become the president of Nigeria before, as it did in 2019. A kind of opportunity he will most likely not see again in his lifetime. Particularly if PDP care not to take heed in this admonition or take heed in admonitions such as this. Now, one might ask, are you God? Obviously, I cannot be God, and I cannot talk or act as God. But I pride myself on this, that by God's special grace, I do understand very well the principle that God has kept supreme in politics. I know whereof I speak about. Adams Oshiomhole said Atiku is never destined to be the president of Nigeria. Now, he may have said that without understanding what I understand, but such pronouncement will prevail and only possible to be averted if the former vice president go back to the message I sent to him since 2017, precisely before the 2019 presidential race. My understanding is not of my making, but a gift from the Most High God. This is the supremacy of this talk over every other reaction or opinion as regards to Atiku's loss in the 2019 presidential race. Now, it was very unfortunate for Atiku as regards 2019 presidential race when he surrounded himself mostly with people who lack both sound ideas and discerning abilities. I mean, people who are hardly foresighted and acumen. Concerning the 2019 presidential race, it was so obvious that people around him, whether from his main campaign groups or those mainly close to him or working for him for the purpose of the 2019 presidential race, almost all were unimpressive. People who were never truly astute or creative or discerning in their execution of plan, but some of whom were people who were only looking for the money that he, Atiku, can make available for them to spend and help themselves with, while some were only carried away by the articulate syndrome, in quote, and the excitement, especially what may possibly come out of it. I can defend this observation because I went close to them. Now let me say this as a daring assertion that Atiku Abubakar was not announced winner of the 2019 presidential race for just the reason from these factors I have just mentioned. This is how simple this can be said, but it is more than it may sound alluring or simple, but I shall leave the main details as a topic for another day. For such hidden reasons, a man will always lose favor with the god of politics, and it will then manifest in reality. This can explain why Atiku was not announced winner of the race, whether by ANEC or by the court. I know whereof I speak about. This talk is not deliberately made alluring, but it is alluring because of it is based on the truth of God. It is a superior understanding that silently explains in the most insightful manner the outcome of the 2019 presidential race, whether that of the poll or that of the court. And so it was not any other factor that denied Atiku that type of golden opportunity which time and chance presented to him, but rather for the mere reason that he, Atiku, never understood the things which I did my best to let his team to see. And may I say here that I made diligent efforts to let His Excellency Atiku Abubakar see what I know through letters, videos, and other means, all but to no avail. I wept for him because he made the words of Adams Oshiomhole become even more binding and setting on his ambition. And may I repeat again that because he never had the right team in the true sense of having the right team, which mainly resulted to his losing such opportunity, he will most likely not have it so ripe or right as to a time to harvest from the goodwill of Nigerians, such as it showed in the 2019 presidential race. And now, lest I be misunderstood, my observation is not targeted at condemning the entire efforts of the aforesaid teams or groups set up by Atiku Abubakar for the purpose of the 2019 presidential race. But most importantly, this observation aims to bring out the principal thing which they never considered in the presidential race and which has cost Atiku Abubakar that golden opportunity to be the president of Nigeria. The summary of this entire nugget is in these words which I would like to conclude this talk with, and it is this: Atiku Abubakar and the People's Democratic Party lost the presidential race in 2019 because evidently they never believed or understood what it means to be superior over an opponent by ideas or through intelligence, and especially through astute characters. Little wonder, according to modern politics, particularly in the words of Niccolo Machiavelli, I quote, "He who overcomes his rival by stratagem is much to be praised as he who overcomes them by force." End of quote. That is how it works ultimately in modern politics.
Yes, boss. Nigeria, president in 4 years. President in 4 years, no shaking. I've got the formula, yes.